back on some solo leveling, and obviously with the Stormbringer, the newest weapon in our arsenal of choices. It is the wind support, of course, as we know of. I've done my summons, I've given my initial thoughts on how I feel about that weapon, of course, and obviously with where things are at right now, it is extremely nice if you really want to truly have your wind element fully maximized. So obviously I did also mention that this is a nice little grey moor replacement for guild boss. I did go on guild boss, give it a try, did put on my wind element, did it in a more of a supportive build, and yeah, it worked out as planned. I mean, the whole team was benefiting from the damage increase, and of course the wind element was being catered to with the additional wind element damage, of course. So it worked out perfectly. When it comes to student and teacher, Amamiya and Kanaya, of course, they did their job. We did get a little bit more damage out of it. Need to run it with an offensive build on my end, and then we'll kind of go from there. But yes, there is a slight little increase in terms of damage now that we're catering to the wind element. If your wind element is nicely built up, because I went fully committed to build it up during the release of Baron, I leaned more towards my wind than I did with dark, and yeah, so it worked out beautifully. It worked out beautifully in how this weapon comes across. It's not just affecting typically, as most support weapons do, with having a second wind weapon, but with this specific wind weapon affects a lot of things in variety of characters, teams, Sanjuro in his skills, weapons. It covers all the bases for that wind element side of things, which makes it very high up there as an amazing weapon, of course. Again, keep in mind support, but I'm talking about it from a supportive perspective. The damage output is where support weapons should be. It's nothing too drastic. It's a nice little chip damage that's been I say chip damage, it does fairly a decent amount, but yeah, the support play that it is providing is somewhat cracked. Now, just a reminder, Season 8 will begin very soon. If you guys do need either the 500 Essence code / Hunter exclusive weapon design or 500k gold, I've got you, of course. Again, a reminder, if you do support me, down below is the links for the giveaway. So I haven't picked up myself, but when the new update goes live, a new Hunter Pass will be added, so in 13 days. So I'll pick a few of you guys to win that. And then, of course, as per usual, there is the Essence Pack, which a lot of you do win, just an FYI. So this is a nice little thing to have, that I try my best to give back as much as possible, but because they've improved this a lot, I just like, you know what, this is going to help you guys out a lot more in terms of preparing you for the release of the anniversary. So we do give out a lot of you guys, a lot of the supporters, to win this pack. So yeah, all that is still available. So appreciate the love, appreciate the support, and during the anniversary there will be other few packs that we can look at, and then I can obviously do more to give back during that big celebration time. Alright, so I appreciate the support, it truly does mean a lot, and yeah. Alright, so let's use it on a more offensive manner. So of course we've got the wind element advantage here, so we're going to try and build it up. I do need to get the timing on it right though, that's the other thing. So let's just drop everything. Drop this. Nope. Okay, once we get... I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do... Well, no, the continuation is possible, so I could actually play with this. So we'll do that. There we go. And then we'll just kind of wait it out a little bit, because we're going to... I want to get at least 2 on it. That is the goal. Nah, nice, okay. Perfect, stay right there. Thank you very much. Go to Luigi, do your thing. Okay. Nope. Drop this. 1, 2. Oh, it's the end where we can... There we go. Nice. Nearly there. Nearly there. Tried to go for that Oko. Oh my goodness. Just fully committing to the wind. By the way, my whole kit that I've got is just committed to a wind element. But the wind element is officially complete. So, I mean, to be fair, this kind of sets us up nicely in terms of what's to come for the pre-anniversary to the anniversary, since those are going to be catered to the water element. And obviously the newest piece of content will be between water and wind. So we can get... Wait, where am I? I'm missing a skill. Okay, we are back at it again. I've got my skill at the ready. so we should be good to go. But like I said, this really does kind of complete. If that's what you're after, if you're wanting to finish the wind element, then this is pretty much it. Because obviously with the water element, it's not, well, I don't want to say you're going to be starting from scratch. I mean, well then again, I don't know how many people have got their wind element built up. I'm sorry, their water element, especially newcomers, because you're going to guys, I mean, those are going to be starting from scratch on that side of things. So you can technically get ahead of the game by having your wind element all sorted. Okay, so per usual, we're going to build up. There we go. Nope. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be nice. I'm gonna try and wait it out a little bit. Come on. Go for that. Go for that. Go for the cheeky break. There we go. Bop. Yeah. Bop. Oh, the damage. The fact that I've just got my whole kit to kind of use at my disposal once I've got those 2 stacks. That way the end result is going to be disgusting amount of damage. Oh, that brings joy to my face, let me tell you. Alright. Didn't want to do that, but it's fine. Drop that, there we go. So let's start building it up. There we go, go to Luigi, you come and do your thing. Oh, this is foul. What am I doing? This is just disgusting. Wait, that didn't break? Really? That's surprising. Alright, might as well get a second stack going. Okay. Do that. Bop. Bop. Just drop everything. Just drop absolutely everything. Wait, do I have the 2 Tempests on? Hold on a minute. I'm not even paying attention with my temp. I do. Nice. Okay, so it's going to cut. No, it's not. Where is he? Hello? Oh. No, my 2 Tempests are going to reset. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Okay, where is he? Drop that. See if I can get... Okay, yeah. Falls in. No! Ah! Oh, we got him! In mid cutscene. Wait, this is going to be beautiful. Oh my god. This is... Wait. This is picture perfect. This is how you end it. Hey, what an ending. What an ending. That was picture perfect. What an ending. But yeah, I still stand by with where wind element's at right now. So again, if it's something that you're just trying to kind of finish up in terms of, because I mean team wise, like I said, with the release of Goto Ryuji, it really did kind of give that a little bit of an upgrade for the wind element. The wind element was still fantastic where it's at right now with Jinchou, Hansemi, and of course Amamiya. Of course, Goto Ryuji just kind of elevates it a tiny little bit, especially for Amamiya, of course. And in terms of with where we were at with the weapon wise, we had DPS. We still have the support role for it in terms of the Plum and the Moonshadow Dagger. Of course, you can still resort to using those, but with the Stormbringer, of course, it pretty much just fully rounds off and completes the whole of the wind element to where it is in terms of power scaling. With where the game is at right now, it just completely polishes it off. If that's something that you're interested in, if that's something that you want to maximize and potentially focus for in terms of the new piece of content for the next Monarch to release, that's also going to be weak to wind, then this is something that you can kind of cater to and just kind of tick off, as you could say, and that way you can then fully focus on the water element that is next. I still stand by with what I said to those that are like free to play and whatnot. Your best bet would be to maximize your pulls in terms of getting the Stormbringer alongside the new DPS water weapon, because water needs to be prioritized, in my personal opinion, that little bit more over wind. And so with the next element in hand being water element, you can maximize your pulls and not walk away with something that you've already got, which probably might not help you out when you can cater to the newer and better thing that definitely will be catered to for that new piece of content. So it's a fantastic support weapon, can't go wrong with that. The developers have absolutely smashed it. Loved Stormbringer, put it on your list. Wind element is actually one of the best elements, especially for newcomers to kind of cater to. So for them to drop that big of a support weapon that helps you out in multiple areas within the game, pushing more for wind, yeah, no, that's it. That gains and has a lot of value to it. So that's kind of like my final thought on the weapon itself. They did well. They smashed out of the park, as you could say. Was expecting again just for buff up for the daggers or the longsword, but they kind of went above and beyond, and again, this affects so much. So, yeah, this really is elevating. To be fair, yeah, this is elevating the wind typing. There you go. The Stormbringer, it truly is.